Hello and welcome back. Did your child accidentally stumble upon your sanitary pads? Did they have a lot of questions? Mommy, what are these? Are you keeping secrets from me? Hey mom, aren't you yet potty trained? So on and so forth. Children have the smallest mouths when they are eating food, but they have very big mouths when they are asking questions. Won't you agree? So, here is how you explain periods to your inquisitive child. What is the right age to explain periods to a child? Well, that depends upon you, your child, and the country you live in. When a child lives in a fast-paced society wherein the child gets more information than required for the age, it's always better to provide information in a nice manner at home rather than leave it to chance and let them learn things off the internet or through the peers. So I would say if your child is receptive and understanding, now is the time you explain periods to your child. Should we explain periods to boys? Definitely, yes. For them to be an understanding son, husband, or a father, they must understand periods. Boys have the need to understand periods as much as girls do. So, this is how I would explain periods to you. We all know that every food comes with an expiry date, and we also know that only women are capable of making children. How do women differ from men? How can they make children? That's because they are blessed with a special magic balloon called womb. Inside this womb, anticipating a child, every month the womb makes food. If the baby should happen, the womb will provide with the food and the nutrients that are required for the baby for the entire 9 months duration that the baby stays inside the womb. Suppose the baby never happened, then what happens? This food eventually gets expired and it has to be thrown out of the body, just like how we throw out the pee-pee and the poo-poo. So the mother cannot sit for 5 days in the loo, right, as this waste material is being thrown out of the body. She has to go to work, she has to take care of you, she has to cook, she has to run you through your studies, she has to take you to the park and the play area, and so on and so forth. So women wear the sanitary pads so that they don't get dirty and they go on about their lives. As this magic balloon shrinks and throws out of these waste materials or the expired food out of the body, they experience cramps because the magic balloon is shrinking. So next time when you see your mommy suffering with cramps, offer her a glass of water, some medicines, some hot water bags to comfort her pain, or some pillows, or a small piece of chocolate, and tell her that mommy, you're doing a great job. Thanks for everything. What kind of food should we give to a child who has experienced periods for the first time? Well, it has to be rich in iron, it has to be rich in calcium, and it should be easily digestible, and also it has to have a lot of fiber content. Why? If the food is too heavy to digest, a lot of blood has to go to the stomach to digest and absorb the nutrients from this food. Since the child is experiencing so many changes in the blood circulation, this may not be possible. The food should be non-spicy, because if it is a very spicy diet, it would generate gas, and the gas would cause a lot of bowel movement. If there is bowel movement, the cramps of the uterus or the womb can get worsened. So avoiding foods such as broccoli or sprouts which are producing a lot of gas would be recommended. And then, since there is a lot of blood loss from the body, these children need to take foods that are rich in iron, like barley and sesame seeds, jaggery, all the kinds of nuts, especially the groundnuts, greens, palak, drumstick, etc., fruits, apple, banana, especially the anjeer fruit, either the dried fruit or as a milkshake, whatever you like. And I highly recommend protein diet. At what age do girls experience their first period? Well, it should be somewhere between 11 to 14. However, of late we are seeing many younger children who are experiencing periods a tad bit early. Why? One reason could be because of the consumption of fast foods and due to the lack of exercise, due to obesity or overweight, and another reason could be due to the consumption of cow's milk. How do cow's milk harm? If a cow is injected a hormone called oxytocin, and if the milk of this cow is consumed, a bit of oxytocin is still there in this milk. This oxytocin is responsible for early hitting of periods in young girls. So I recommend that after 5 years of age, the girls should probably reduce the consumption of milk and increase the consumption of other sources of calcium like moringa or drumstick leaves, ragi, sesame seeds. Some cultural practices do not encourage the child to take baths regularly when she has experienced a period for the first time. Well, I must say, I would like to discourage this kind of practice because hygiene takes topmost importance in a child who has experienced period. Otherwise, serious streptococcal, staphylococcal, enterococcal infections can cause something called septicemia, which is kind of pus running through your entire blood, and it can lead to serious consequences. It can cause urinary tract infections, which can cause serious discomfort to the child. So I recommend to stick to good hygienic measures and to give regular baths to the children. Please let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section. Thanks for liking and sharing the video. Thank you.